Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. I was recently out walking with one of my friends and she told me she really loves this kind of cozy videos where they are also talking, so I thought I would give it a try in this video. You can let me know down in the comments if you prefer talking or just like the other videos where I just been typing some stuff. But since it's summer and my garden is filled with so much lovely fruit, today we are gonna go pick some figs. I have this huge fig tree that honestly I really should prune, but I have no idea how to, so at the moment it's just growing a little bit wild. But let's head inside and cut up the figs. I am so lucky to have so much fruit in my garden. I have berries and grapes, and soon I will also have some apples and pears. The figs are absolutely ripe at the moment and they taste sweet and juicy. I have so many figs right now that I don't know what to do with all of them. I think I'm gonna give a lot of them to my friends and maybe make some marmalade or something out of them. When I first moved in, I wasn't really a huge fan of the figs, but over the years I have come to like them. Okay, but our snack is ready and we can now head outside to start painting the frogs. What a perfect day to sit outside and being creative. If you're interested in seeing how I made these frogs, I did that in the previous video. But basically they are a clay sculpt that I have made into a mold and then casted in a special type of resin. I casted 5 of them, so I had plenty of room to play around with different colors. The first frog I thought should be green, since it's the basic option. Sometimes it takes a try or two to get the right color. I thought the paint was a little bit too thick, so I thinned it down with some water. This way I can avoid some brush strokes. Paint is all ready and mixed and we can start painting. And this color is actually my favorite color. So no wonder that was the color I ended with. I actually don't really feel very confident when it comes to painting. So making these videos and painting quite a lot actually helps me improve, or at least feel a little bit more at ease with it. It's one of the reasons why I want to make these videos, so I'm keeping myself accountable for sitting down every week and being creative and improving my skills. Let's not forget our cool drink on this very warm summer day. I think it's time to give our little frog some cute eyes. I really hope when you're watching this video or any of my other videos in general that you feel relaxed. My brain really can't handle the tempo on social medias, so I really prefer very calm videos. Otherwise I feel I get overstimulated very quickly. It makes my head feels like it's so overcrowded I can't even hear my own thoughts. So I guess that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make these videos. Of course, I wanted to share the process of my cute little sculpts and paintings, but I also wanted to make content that I didn't feel like is part of the problem. That is something you can sit and relax and don't get your head overcrowded by watching. When I started making TikToks, I also made them very calm and not long, but not speeding up any of the footage. But I could see that nobody really wanted to see that kind of content on TikTok. It's definitely another pace over there. And that is why I definitely prefer making YouTube videos, because I feel like people who go on YouTube are more prepared to settle in for a longer video. And I myself also really prefer YouTube over other social medias. So when I go on TikTok, I only go there to make my little videos sharing my sculpting process and then leave again, because as I said, my brain really can't handle the tempo on that platform. But now I think it's time to paint the second frog. And for this one I chose pink because I thought of my sister and I thought she would love a pink frog. For the next frog, I thought about making a more magical frog. So first off I would paint it blue and then later on some yellow stars. If you saw the last video where I sculpted the frog, I told that the reason why I was making it was my partner asked if I could make a frog, and I thought it would be a good idea to make a desk friend. Sadly, we don't live together anymore, so I wanted this frog to sit on their desk and keep them company now that I wasn't able to. And so the magical frog is for them because they play a lot of D&D and stuff, so I really thought they would enjoy the little stars and the magical theme. Actually, a lot of these frogs I was thinking about my friends or family as I was making them, because I have a friend whose favorite color is yellow, so I was instantly thinking about her when I was choosing this color. And for the last frog, I thought purple would be a very cute color. When I started painting the frogs, I really didn't have any idea what colors I would choose, but today I just really feel like bright, happy colors. So since I was making the pink frog for my sister, I really didn't like the pink I chose because she is definitely more of a pastel colored girl, so I changed up the color instead. I really think she will love this soft peach color. And you really have to remind yourself when you're being creative that it's okay to try out different colors and change things, and maybe it's not perfect in the first go, as long as you're happy with the result in the end. And so I also changed the yellow frog. Even though my friend loves a bright yellow, I thought she wouldn't mind this softer yellow instead. I also wasn't really happy with the eyes on the green frog, so I decided to try something else. And by looking at some pictures of some frogs, I realized that they have a lighter outer ring to their pupil. So let's try to do that by first painting the eyes white and then making the black pupil afterwards, and see how that looks. I feel like that is much better, so we're gonna go with that. And let's give the frog a cute little mouth. And I think some sparkles in the eyes will suit these frogs very well. Oh, and it seems like we got a visitor. Let me proper introduce you to my very sweet cat, Maho. He is around a year and a half old, and he is the most cuddly cat. My partner and I got him spring last year, and he has been the best company ever since. Seems like Maho is gonna stay here and help us paint. So we better continue by giving the pink frog a mouth as well. And some beautiful eyes to go along with that smile. I hope as you're watching this video that you're being all cozy. Maybe you're sitting in your bed or your couch. Maybe you have something nice to drink, or maybe you're doing something in the meantime, like also being creative or playing a game or something. Nevertheless, I hope you're feeling comfortable and relaxed. When I sculpted these frogs, I went for also a very relaxed look, that it would look like these frogs was just chilling and sitting and just having a very nice time. And I think with these sparkly eyes, it almost looks like it's sitting and asking for snacks, which is definitely a mood I can stand by. I thought the back of the frogs were a little bit bare, so let's play around with making some dots. Again, I am super curious to know if you would like to see more videos where I'm talking compared to the ones where I'm only typing some stuff. And if you're so kind to let me know if there's something I could improve on in my videos. Maybe you could also let me know if there was a color you would like to see some of the frogs in. And also if there's something you would like to see me sculpt in the future. I don't really plan what I'm sculpting, so any suggestions are welcome. I have sculpted a lot from fandoms, mostly Ghibli and Zelda. And if you're interested in seeing how I sculpted those, I have made a lot of videos about that over on my TikTok. But yeah, anything goes, any suggestions would be lovely, because I am just practicing and trying to get better at sculpting, so it doesn't really matter what I'm sculpting, I just want to improve. But I have one idea of making a lot of cute hats for the frogs. I think the frogs are very adorable, but I also think they're a little bit plain, so I'm thinking about giving them some hats, because everything gets better with hats. I was thinking maybe making a little crown, a little cowboy hat, and maybe a little wizard hat. But if you have any ideas for other hats you would like to see, also give me those suggestions. I can't be the only one whose hands will always end up looking like this when I'm done painting. And in case you're wondering, Maho is still here keeping us company. Okay, it's time to finish the blue frog. And as I said earlier, I had this idea of making it more magical. So I have chosen this soft yellow color for the details. And as I also said earlier, I don't feel very confident when it comes to painting. So having to paint these stars definitely pushed my comfort zone. But that was also part of why I wanted to make them. Because I'm in a creative process where I'm still learning and getting better, so it's totally fine that these are not perfect. And even though they're not perfect, they are still hella cute. Last touches on the pink frog and then it's all done. And I'm very happy I decided to change the look of the eyes. I just really love that it looks like they're sitting and just asking or thinking about snacks. And with that, we are done painting for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you feel all relaxed now. And again, if there's something you would like to see me make next week, just let me know.